Hi guys, it's Chelsea and I am here with you to do a little heart update. I made a video a couple months ago talking about my heart condition and trying to find a proper diagnosis for whatever's going on with me. If you didn't get to see that video, I will try to put it up in the cards for you. But if you don't want to go over there, just to sum it up really fast, I have a weird thing that goes on with my heart where if I get a little bit overheated or sometimes completely randomly, my heart rate will accelerate to about anywhere from like 140 to 180 beats per minute, and it'll just stay there for like an hour. And generally speaking, that's about the rate that you get up to when you are running some type of marathon. And in order to slow your heart rate, an athlete would just sit down, stop running. But that doesn't work for me. I will already be sitting down and it'll just do that. And so it's presented kind of a problem for me. It is probably the sole reason that I don't like to travel alone, because I'm just scared that if I start having an episode out on a hike or wherever, I'm just nervous about it. I have had to go to the hospital one time for it back in December of 2017. And other than that, I kind of try to just avoid going to the hospital because there's not really anything that they've ever been able to do for me other than just monitor my heart rate, which I can do. Basically, ways that I try to prevent it or whatever are always making sure I have enough calories in me. Obviously, I don't want to get lightheaded for any reason. I don't want my heart to start acting up for any reason whatsoever. I try not to get overheated. There's a lot of things I try to do to prevent this, but sometimes it just happens regardless. In those moments when it does happen, all I know to do is just to sit down so that I don't faint and hit my head on anything. So I sit down or I lay down and I try to cool off and calm down. And that method of dealing with it worked for me up until December, when doing any of those things didn't relieve any of the symptoms. I ended up, my whole body went numb and I was completely out of it. Like I have a really hard time thinking and functioning and speaking during those episodes just because I feel so exhausted. But I was definitely starting to pass out, and I did get sick back in December, so that's why I went to the hospital. It was just kind of like a next level episode, I guess. So after that, I decided I needed to go to a cardiologist. I needed to see what was up. So the entire time I was at the RTR, if you guys met me there, I was actually, you might have seen it, I was wearing a heart monitor. I wore that for 2 weeks trying to catch an episode on the monitor, and I remember recording, like specifically pressing the button when I would feel it starting to have like a mini episode or something. I mailed in the monitor, waited 3.5 weeks to get the results back. My doctor emailed me and said that nothing was wrong with my heart. Here's my problem. I trust a cardiologist. I mean, they went to a lot of school to study the heart, and I get it. However, I know that whatever's happening to me is not normal. I know that normal people don't just start feeling faint and having an extremely accelerated heart rate while they're just sitting down. So I know that something is happening, but he says my heart is healthy. So I'm having a hard time. Like I'm kind of at a loss. I don't know what to do. He emailed me all the stuff back and he said that I'm good to go. I don't feel that way sometimes, but I mean, what can you do? I guess maybe seek another opinion. I'm not sure. So what I would like to do is get really serious about working out and doing cardio. I am not serious about it at all. And I need to be. I need to work out. I need to do exercises. I need to try to strengthen my heart. And just, I don't know. There's no downsides to doing cardio and working out and trying to strengthen your heart. So I need to be serious about that. I'm going to make it a new goal for myself to start running or riding my bike 2 times a week. I think if I can just do it 2 times a week for an hour, That's a good initial goal. I don't want to set the bar too high because I don't want to fail. If I fail, I feel like I'm not capable and then I just stop trying. So if I say 2 hours a week, I'm going to do cardio, I can build from there, you know, but I want to set myself up for success. So for those of you guys that were wondering about my heart update and stuff, that's it. That's my heart update. Is basically I waited a long time to get results back from a monitor that I wore for 2 weeks, and the results came back and they were said to be normal. So what do I do with that information? I still believe something is weird going on, so I'm going to try a new approach, which is cardio. And I also think that maybe I need to consider going back to a therapist to talk to, because I think that there's a normal level of paranoia and caution that I take when it comes to my heart. But I definitely think that sometimes I do go over the top when it comes to my anxiety surrounding my heart rate and whatever's gonna happen. I think too much of, oh God, what if I start having a heart problem like right now? Like, what am I gonna do? And then it makes me anxious, which elevates my heart rate, and it's just a cycle. So I think what I want to do is maybe try to find somebody to talk to that is used to, I don't want to call myself a hypochondriac, because it's not like all ailments that I'm like obsessive about, and I don't think that I'm like sick all the time or anything like that. But I do think that I carry around a little bit more paranoia about my heart than I should, and I would like to learn to maybe cope with that, or just bring down the level of paranoia a little bit, because if I'm more confident in it, then maybe the cycle won't start where my anxiety raises my heart rate and da-da-da-da-da. So I'm considering that. So I would like to just really give this a solid shot for the next 3 months, like really try to do my cardio, but for the next month I would really like to find like someone to talk to, just to see if it helps. We'll do that for a month, see what skills I can learn, what coping mechanisms I can learn mentally for that kind of thing. And then, yeah, I'll do another check-in video after I've exhausted that. Other than that though, everything else has been pretty good. I have a whole slew of videos that I am ready to film and excited to film and get out there for you guys. So stick around for those and hit that little bell notification thing. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so at this time. Also, be sure to check out my other social media. I have Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat and all that good stuff. Links to all those are in the description box. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon.